How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, we're gonna talk Demetrius Bivol versus Arthur Beterbiev, you guys. And this fight is supposed to be going down this summer in Saudi Arabia, you guys. If you guys are just joining, smash that like button. Let's definitely get these likes up. You know what I'm saying? 4 for 4 this week on live streams. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So we get into it, man. But yeah, man, we're gonna talk Demetrius Bivol versus Arthur Beterbiev. Break down this fight, break down, some of the keys to victory. Um, and just all around both guys, finally coming to this point. And we're getting so close to this fight being, actually made, um, and stuff like that. I mean, I think it's pretty much all but made. I mean, the Saudi Arabia's, you know, if they say they're gonna make a fight, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna get the fight done. That's the way I'm perceiving the Saudi Arabian, you know, the prince and the people that are with him. Um, I just think that they're trying to clean up boxing and not even clean it up, just get the best fight the best, the best fight the best. And that's what I'm looking for. I want to see the best fight the best. And Artur Beterbiev is one of the better 175-pound fighters that we have in the division in a long time. I think Artur Beterbiev is a once in a generational talent. I think he really is that good. He has the mental fortitude and the physical capability to beat anybody at 175 pounds. Shit, he can beat anybody at 200 pounds as well. I believe. I believe there's nobody at cruiserweight that can fuck with Artur Beterbiev as well. Um, like I said, he's a once in a generational talent. Um, but he's got a tough test in front of him. He's dealing with the 2022 Fighter of the Year and Demetrius Bivol coming off of that Canelo Alvarez, um, performance and beating arguably the top pound for pound fighter in the entire world in Canelo Alvarez. Bivol, seemed to beat him with, pretty much ease. He had him, you know, he had him doing what he wanted to do. He had his game plan down, and the game plan was to pump that jab out, and he was, you know, nullifying anything that or neutralizing anything that Canelo Alvarez had back, with him. He was neutralizing that, and he's that good. He's that type of fighter, and I think he's that good that he could, it could really. You guys got to understand, dealing with a dealing with an Arthur Beterbiev, you're gonna be dealing with a lot of uh a lot of relentless power. What I mean by that is he's gonna be coming for you all night long. You know what I'm saying? It's not a off switch on Archer Beterbiev. This guy is relentless. This guy is a beast. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been saying in other videos, Archer Beterbiev does training camp. He does training camp in shout out to Romanian Bike in the building, man. He says, I got Beterbiev. You're a smart man. You're a smart man. And he says he got Archer Beterbiev by 10th round knockout. You're a smart man. You're a very smart man, Romanian Mike. Keep thinking like that. It's going to take you a long way, man. Smash that like button and subscribe, you guys. Get these likes up. But right now, man, Archer Beterbiev, has all 3 belts. He has the he has the WBA, WBC, and IBF world straps. And I believe Bivol has the WBO strap. And to say you're the best, you got to beat the best. And to beat the best right now is one of the best. I mean, I feel like it's a 60-40 split, in the 175-pound division. I feel like Archer Beterbiev has 60% of the division, um, at a standstill, and Demetrius Bivol has about 40%. And that's the I and not only that, I have it percentage wise, I have, I'm picking, Archer Beterbeev's. I'm more 80% 20. I'm more 80%. I got Archer Beterbiev winning to 20% of Bivol. Just on my own, how I really feel like this fight is gonna go. Yes, this is your boxer versus puncher, but I mean when your puncher's Archer Beterbiev, you're dealing with a different puncher. You're not dealing with just a regular knockout puncher. You're dealing with a puncher that can end your night at any given time, and he doesn't. He's not a one punch knockout type of fighter. You know what I mean? He's an accumulation of punches, more like a David Benavidez, but even worse, a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? Ask his opponents, ask his sparring partners, ask the people that's been in the ring with Archer Beterbiev, and they'll tell you that Archer Beterbiev is no fucking joke at all. You know, Archer Beterbiev is, like I told you guys, man. He's a once in a generational talent, straight up. You don't spar Archer Beterbiev and his sparring partners say the things that he says about, Archer Beterbiev if he's not that good. If he's not that good, then why does sparring partners say that? This is what Demetrius Boo Boo Andre had to say about Demetrius. I mean, excuse me, Archer Beterbiev.
I'm going with the Beterbiev kid, the Terminator. Yeah, yo, bro. I don't know what, yo, like he kind of reminds me a little like what he reminds me like of the old Arthur Abraham, I think it was, when just like he didn't do much and then pop, pop, it was just drop. Like God, yo, whatever he got, man, that's scary.
So he's talking about Archer Beterbiev. That's Demetrius Boo Boo Andre that just got stopped by um David Benavidez. And he says coming back from suspension. Let's see what this guy, he's a machine. These guys are training. Let's see what they say about Archer Beterbiev. See what this guy says about Archer Beterbiev. I've never even heard this guy's interview.
Confidence, I went over there sparring for 3 weeks, about 30 odd rounds, and I more than held my own with him. Got some very good rounds, obviously, and he's for me, the pound for pound number one light heavyweight in the world. Definitely the heavy sitting, maybe even. Never mind light heavyweight, cruiserweight, heavyweights. He can hit very hard, so obviously it fills me with a lot of confidence, knowing that first I can take the shots, I can roll in on my own as well, to come back with that confidence. A lot of confidence.
This guy named Colin Simpson is talking about he's got a lot of confidence after he sparred Archer Beterbiev. I've never even seen this guy Colin Simpson fight, but I don't know, man. You got to be truthful, man. I think Archer Beterbiev might have to holler at him on the next camp, man. Let's see what else we got here, man. I'm just saying, people talking about Archer Beterbiev and his sparring, and we're gonna see. Look, this is Joe Rogan talking about Archer Beterbiev. You got Joe Rogan out here.
18-0.
He's 20-0 now, with 20 knockouts now.
That's in boxing today. That has a 100% knockout ratio for every fight he's ever been in. Because Joe Smith Jr. is an animal. Beterbiev fucked him up in 2 rounds.
Nobody thought in their right mind that Joe Smith Jr. was going to win that fight. I mean, listen, man, Joe Smith Jr. is an awesome fighter. I've seen Joe Smith Jr., do some things. He's knocked Bernard Hopkins out the freaking ring. I mean, let's just be honest. Brutally, you know. But when it comes to, just the mental part that you have to have in boxing, Archer Beterbiev is that guy. I don't think Archer Beterbiev is easily broken. I think he has a, an awesome mental state when it comes to boxing. And I don't think a lot of people can fuck with him on that mental tip. You know what I mean? I think he's willing to go to hell and back to beat you. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, I mean, look at this guy getting cut, terrible cut against Marcus Brown. You know, terrible cut. I mean, cut was all in his eye, and he could barely see. And I mean, when you can barely see like that, it messes up your visuals. You know what I mean? It messes up your, the way you're thinking. You're thinking about doing, possibly ending this guy, and the next couple rounds, and then the doctors almost looking like they might stop the fight. Arthur Beterbiev, they say they gave him one more round, and after that one more round, he really turned up the pressure, man. He wound up stopping him a couple rounds later, but they did let the fight continue. But that Marcus Brownie fight almost had the potential of getting stopped, because that cut was so bad with Arthur Beterbiev. It was running straight in his eyes. And he got through that fight. He wound up stopping Marcus Brownie brutally. It was a bloodbath. I mean, Marcus Brownie, got cut as well. He had blood all over him. I mean, he had white trunks. The damn trunks looked red after the fight. I mean, this was a a tough, you know, just a tough day in the office for Marcus Brownie. You guys know Marcus Brownie was a tough fighter. Former world champion. Um, I still think he's really good. I'm not sure after that that Beterbiev fight, but you know I just think that Beterbiev right now, man. I don't see anybody fucking with him at 175. I just think he's that good. Bivol is a good boxer. I mean, stylistically, he's done things in boxing to make him very good. He's got good lateral movement, good foot movement. He's all around a good boxer. You know what I mean? But I think it's gonna take a special fighter to beat Arthur Beterbiev, and especially stop him. Um, which I've heard Bivol hint at. You know what I mean? I don't see any way in hell that Bivol stops, Beterbiev. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna actually go out there and say, man, that I really truly think that Archer Beterbiev is gonna stop. Okay, he's gonna stop. He's gonna stop. Demetrius Bivol. I just really do. I really think he's gonna stop Demetrius Bivol. A lot of people might not think so. A lot of people might be like, "Corey, you're tripping right now." No, I'm not though. You know, I'm really not. I haven't been wrong this long. I've I I've predicted at least 10 knockouts in a row that Archer Beterbiev has on his resume. You know, dating all the way back to when he fought Alexander Johnson in 2015. I mean, that's almost 10 years ago. That was 9 years ago. He knocked him out in 2015. You know, and he fights in Canada quite often. But he's fought in Stockton. He's fought in Philadelphia. He's fought in Chicago. Fought in Fresno. Fought in Russia against Adam Denise. He fought in Moscow, Russia in 2021. Then he fought Marcus Brownie in Montreal, Canada in 2021. Fought Joe Smith at the Madison Square Garden in 2022, knocked him out. Um, Fought Anthony Yard in Wimbledon in the UK, United Kingdom, Wembley Arena. Then he came back and just fought in 2024, fought Colin Smith, in January. So he's actually going to be fighting twice this year within a 6-month span of time. Lately he's only been fighting once a year. He fought, Joe Smith Jr. in 2022. That was his only fight. Anthony Yard, January of 2023, and then he fought Colin Smith January 13th of 2024. So there's been some gaps in between, Archer Beterbiev's, camps and just his, just his fights. I feel like he's could have had more fights if he would have fought twice a year, even 3 times a year. Shit, I would have loved to see Archer Beterbiev 3 times a year. But we only get to see, not only is he getting older, but he's only fighting like once a year. In since 2022, he's only fought once every year. This will be his first year since 2021 that he's fought twice in 1 year. Okay. So that's almost a that's 3 to 4 year gap where, Archer Beterbiev hasn't fought, two opponents in that long. So, I just feel like right now Archer Beterbiev is, catching his stride. He's coming off a very, very brutal and devastating stoppage of Colin Smith, which I hate to say, but I called that one too. I mean, I did. I mean, why? What am I lie for? I mean, go check the videos, but right now, Archer Beterbiev is one of those type of fighters that, where he's gonna come forward, he's gonna try to, break your will. He's gonna try to, you know, use make you use your energy, but at the same time limit you on some of the things you can throw. I've seen him take away guys' jabs. I've seen him take away guys' power hand. I've seen him take away guys' defense. He know Archer Beterbievs know how to split the guard very well. I've seen guys. I've seen Archer Beterbeef split the high guard. And Marcus Brownie. Marcus Brownie got a tight defense. You know, um, I've seen him go toe to toe with guys like Anthony Yard. You know what I'm saying? Where I thought that Anthony Yard was getting momentum in the fight, and then Archer Beterbeef comes right back and takes all that shit away. All that false hope that Anthony Yard thought he was having by winning, and winning some of the minutes of some of the rounds. You know, Archer Beterbeef, eventually ended him. In the fight, and that was between I mean, but I mean, with Anthony Yard alone, between Archer Beterbiev, okay, and Sergey Kovalev, what does Anthony Yard have left? And I mean that with the utmost respect, but he took a lot of punishment from both guys. He almost won that Kovalev fight, and he didn't almost win the Beterbiev fight. But like I said, man, I feel like right now, at this point in Archer Beterbeef's career, he's almost at 40 years old. I mean, right now, he's at a point in his career where, you know, he's got to get these money fights, and he's got to get these money fights pretty fast. You know what I mean? I don't see Archer Beterbiev fighting for more than, no more than 3 more years. You know, if he fights more than that, he'll surprise the shit out of me. But, he's already 38, 39. I just really think that at this point in his career, what more is left? You know what I mean? I mean, you'll become undisputed if you beat Demetrius Bivol, one of the highest honors that you can have in boxing. Period. Hold on real quick, you guys. Do not go anywhere. Hold that thought. All right, I am back. Let's get it. So yeah, man, we're gonna switch topics. This is a live stream, so we're gonna talk about a bunch of different topics on here. Well, as many as I can, run down. While we're still on here. Um, but yeah, man, I want to talk about there's some other big fights coming up. Obviously, you guys have Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury. I think that's a badass fight that's going down over there in Saudi Arabia as well. What do you know, man? It's going down in Saudi Arabia as well, man. Another fight that's going down in Saudi Arabia. Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk, you guys. It's going down for all the marbles. Both guys look very, very ready, trained, ready to go. Um, we've seen Tyson Fury post some videos about him training, and Alexander Usyk is lasered in. Alexander Usyk is lasered in. Both guys are towards the end of their career, but I think that Usyk still has a lot left, and I think he can be still. I think Usyk can still be any of the top guys at heavyweight right now. I'm talking about Jared Anderson. I'm talking about Efe Jagba. I'm talking about even you guys know he beat Anthony Joshua, and Anthony Joshua came back for a really good performance against Otto Wallin. I think that was a very good bounce back performance. From you know a guy that beat you know top guys. Anthony Joshua has fought a lot of top guys, but when it came down to actually beating a top guy, like Alexander Usyk, an Olympic gold medalist, you know, both guys were Olympic gold medalists. Anthony Joshua was an Olympic gold medalist at super heavyweight, and Alexander Usyk was an Olympic gold medalist at heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's definitely get these likes up. Romanian Mike in the chat says the question is, can Usyk reach Fury? That's gonna be the $1 million question. And my point to that is hell motherfucking yeah. Because a lot of other guys have touched Tyson Fury with far less experience, far less competitive, you know, killer instinct, and just far less boxing ability. You guys got to understand you're dealing with Alexander motherfucking Usyk. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand the belly of the beast. You gotta understand who you're dealing with. Alexander Usyk is no fucking slouch, you guys. Okay? The guy is top notch talent. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, man. I mean, you don't beat, you know, you don't you don't stop a Daniel Dubois. You know what I'm saying? After Daniel Dubois just came off of a good performance, both guys that Alexander beat, Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois, just came off very good wins. Daniel Dubois just beat an undefeated Jarrell Big Baby Miller, possibly on steroid. I don't know. Past history of steroid use. Facts. Jarrell Big Baby Miller. So when you have a history of that type of stuff, who's to say you weren't on that when Daniel Dubois was fighting you? But Daniel Dubois still knocked him out. What does that say about Alexander Usyk when Alexander Usyk was giving Daniel Dubois at least 30 to 40 pounds of muscle? Because Daniel Dubois ain't got a fat piece of bone on his body. You know what I mean? He has no fat on his body. Minimal. Daniel Dubois stays in tip top shape. And Jarrell Big Baby Miller was, thought he could be an active 300-pound fighter. No, fuck no. You have to lose weight to be at this top level. Smash that like button and subscribe, man. We're talking about Alexander Usyk's resume. You know, and how his resume is really, aging well. If you think about it. I mean, Jarrell Big Baby Miller For Daniel Dubois to stop him with Jarrell Big Baby Miller has never been stopped, never lost a fight. This is his first loss and his first stoppage loss. Okay? And that came off the hands of Daniel Dubois, which Daniel Dubois was coming off of a loss fighting Alexander Usyk, where Alexander Usyk stopped him. Facts. Smash that like button, you guys. Okay? Then you got Anthony Joshua. Alexander Usyk beat Anthony Joshua back to back. Back to fucking back. Okay? Okay? And Anthony Joshua lost 2 fights to Alexander Usyk. Anthony Joshua comes back and stops Otto Wallin, which Otto Wallin gave Tyson Fury problems when they fought. Current WBC champion. Joshua's not even a champion at this moment. But he's fighting like one. I like what I seen out of that Otto Wallin fight. You need to have that killer instinct to fight in the heavyweight division. That's just a fact. You can't be out here in the heavyweight division getting picked apart like Deontay Wilder. You know? Joseph Parker dictated that motherfucking fight. And since we're on the topic about heavyweights right now, Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk, they fought twice. Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, they fought 3 times. Okay? And look at Wilder, you know. He's had one other fight and that lasted 1 minute. I mean, that lasted, 1 or 2 rounds. I mean, it was done. He knocked the hell out of him. And then he came back and then he fought Joseph Parker, which was a real fight. I'm not saying that the first fight wasn't a real fight, but we all knew that Wilder was a very, very, very heavy favorite. And we all knew that he was going to get the knockout. You know? I ain't even going to lie to you. I thought he was going to get the knockout in the Joseph Parker fight. Just because I thought that Deontay Wilder still had that killer instinct, you know? But when I really sat down and looked at it and dissected that fight, Deontay Wilder wasn't throwing punches at all. And if he did throw punches, they didn't really have any effect on Joseph Parker all night. So, no, Wilder didn't look good after fighting 3 times with Tyson Fury. This is your second fight back from having a trilogy with Tyson Fury, and you shit the bed. I'm just trying to give you guys parallels in each other's resumes. You know, I'm breaking it all the way down for you guys. Alexander Usyk's resume, in my opinion, is a lot tougher than Tyson Fury's. I'm just being honest. I'm not even trying to take sides because look at Anthony Joshua. That Anthony Joshua that beat Oliver Wallin beats 70% of the heavyweights. 80% of the heavyweights right now. That Anthony Joshua that showed up to fight Oliver Wallin beats about 80% of the heavyweight division. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, he already beat Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker beat the shit out of Wilder. You know? Wilder wasn't doing nothing, man. Wilder wasn't doing nothing all fight, man. So, no, I can't give him credit for shit that he wasn't doing. We don't do that here at Coily Boxing. I'm sorry, we don't do that. Go to another channel where they ride. You know what I mean? I don't do that. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, I just think right now, man, Wilder can come back. Wilder can, have success, but he cannot have people just saying yes to him. You know, I really think he needs a hard training camp. You know, and a tough training camp. Very good sparring. Um, and actually gonna want it. Actually gonna actually bite down, fight, and want it. You know what I mean? It's hard, man, to get up, and you got 30, 40 million in your bank account. You got $50 million in your bank account, and they're talking about offering you, you know what I mean, 20 in your next fight. You got 50 million in your bank account right now. Can buy whatever you want, can do whatever you want. And I'm just speaking. I don't know what's in Wilder's account, but I'm just, speaking on money that we've seen him make. You know, pretty sure it's more than 50 million, but I just think that Deontay Wilder right now, if he wants to come back, which I don't think he should come back, but that's not my that's not my choice. That's his choice. It's his life. But I don't think the Wilder that we seen against Joseph Parker could possibly get severe. He could get hurt, man. Boxing is not a sport you play, and I would hate to see that. I want to see Wilder do good. I want to see Wilder, end on top. Even if it's a lesser opponent than you're normally used to fighting, just to go out on top, just to get that last win. After you shit the bed against Joseph Parker, I'm cool with that. But for you to, you know, go back at the top and want these top guys like Joshua, that performance you put on against Joseph Parker, Joshua would have stopped you. And I'm just being honest. I'm being as honest as I could possibly be right now, man. That motherfucking Anthony Joshua that I seen in versus Ottawa Wallin, if they would have fought, if Joshua were to fight Wilder the night that they fought in Saudi Arabia a couple weeks ago, I'm 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 willing to put money that Joshua would have won. I mean, Joshua had that instinct, man. Like, I'm getting this dude out of here. Otto Wallin would not see this 12th round. This is gonna be a stoppage. And I just think Andy Lee and them did an awesome job. I'm not saying Malik Scott is not a good trainer. All I'm saying is, what the fuck were you doing? What the fuck was Wilder doing? What was that? What was that? What was that? That's all I'm asking. What was that? Because to be honest with you, it wasn't a motherfucking fight that I like to watch. You know what I mean? It wasn't a fight that I wanted to pay and watch. That wasn't no. Wilder needs to throw more punches. He needs to be more active. He needs to be more, you know, he just needs to throw more. And I just think right now, man, Wilder is at the point in his career. Do you continue your career if it's going to be like this? If you're just not going to throw and you're going to throw here and there sparingly, you know, and you're not even going to, use your jab, you're not even going to try to dictate the pace. Joseph Parker had ring generalship all night long. And I mean, we're gonna see what Wilder's gonna do, but I had to get to talking about these heavyweights, man. They need to tighten the fuck up. You know what I mean? We are in the heavyweight division. Carry yourself accordingly. You know what I mean? Wilder at 213 against guys that are 250, 260. It just, I mean, how many times are you gonna win before a motherfucker at 250, 260 just like, nah, fuck that. I'm big boy in your motherfucking ass. Fuck that right hand. You know what I mean? And that's what pretty much what Joseph Parker did. He was not afraid of that right hand at all. You know, left himself open a couple times. Wilder didn't connect. And when Wilder did connect, he didn't, Joseph Parker took a couple good ones. You know what I mean? More than a couple. Joseph Parker's got a pretty good chin on him. Yeah, he's been stopped before against Joe Joyce. But I mean, I don't even think that was anywhere close to the shape that he was in for this fight. I believe Joseph Parker, if I'm not mistaken, fought 3 times in a year. span of time. You know what I mean? So he's been active, he's in shape, and he showed, man. Joseph Parker showed like, yo, I'm here to stay. You know. But look, man, I'm gonna head out a little early today, man. Um, I had to, give you guys these breakdowns, talk about these fights that are coming up. Tyson Fury versus Usyk. I can't wait. Beebs really thinks, you know, Tyson Fury is gonna win. We're gonna do some type of bet for this fight. I don't know what it is. Um, but we're gonna do something. I don't know if I'm gonna get Beebs to shave his eyebrows or what, man. But I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna come up with something that me and Beebs are gonna bet on because one of his favorite fighters is Tyson Fury, and one of my favorite fighters, is Alexander Usyk. You know, I just think that Alexander Usyk's mentality of fighting is just different. Very very unique, man. Very very unique fighter, man. Very very, you know, amazing fighter. Alexander Usyk's a man of many talents, man. The guy thinks he can dance, he can do all of this shit, man. You guys got to see him dance. That shit funny as hell. But I don't know. I don't know. I just think for Alexander Usyk to be a heavyweight, he moves so fluently. Not a lot of heavyweights can move like him. You know, he can he can miss your punch. That's why I really want to see what this reach can do. You know, Fury has a long fucking reach. And I want to see. I really just think that Usyk's gonna wipe the wall with him, man. There's no way. I don't see no way possible that Fury wins this fight because he's not gonna let Fury just tee off on him. He's came too far. He's done too much. He's got a fucking nation on his back, a country. But yeah, man. I just think, man, when this fight does come, man, it's gonna put a lot of people that been talking a lot of shit. It's gonna put them to bed, you know. And to be honest, at that point, Usyk could just after he beats Tyson Fury, dude, he can legitimately retire. I mean, and be good. Who else is there to fight? Let these other motherfuckers take each other out, and then see who comes at the top again. But there's a new crop of heavyweights coming back in the scene, and I think Usyk, Wilder, and Fury. Those three guys I think could possibly be out of the heavyweight division in the next 3 to 4 years. So, and like I said, I just don't, and I don't want to see guys get old and get beat the fuck up, just start losing fight after fight after fight. You don't win undefeated your whole career, and then all of a sudden the last three fights you just shit the bed. That's why I do not want that for Wilder. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I just really think that Wilder is on that course to fucking, lose fight after fight after fight, especially if they put him in there tough. If they put him in there with Joshua next, obviously they're not because Francis Ngannou's going to fight him. But if they did, man, I think that could have been two losses in a row. And that's coming from a guy in Wilder with just one loss. That's, you know, I mean, shit, Wilder went 40 something fights with no losses. And now he's gotten two, you know. He's gotten two losses in the last, I believe, what, 4 to 5 fights. But but yeah, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. Please smash that like button. Romanian Mike, you stay blessed as well, my brother. This is 4 for 4, you guys. We're going 5 for 5 tomorrow, man. At about between 2:30 and 4:30 a.m. Eastern time. We will be going live here, Corley Boxing again. 5 for 5 tomorrow. Okay. I plan on doing a live stream every freaking night. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I just want to see how long I'm gonna keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? So I think I can keep it up. I think we can. I think we can do at least. I think we can. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna really say, but I think we can. Do the most live streams that I've ever done consecutively in a row. You know what I mean? And that's what I plan on doing. I plan on surprising a lot of you guys and females out there, and putting that good boxing talk back on the mat, man. Breaking down these fights, showing these you know just showing the boxing world, man, that Corley boxing is really for the sport. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to take sides. Ain't nobody paying me no fucking money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just telling you what I feel and what I think is real. You know what I mean? It's just like I said, Usyk is gonna win that fucking fight, and Beterbiev is gonna win their next fight. Both guys are gonna win their next fight in very good fashion. I think Usyk's gonna win. He could possibly knock out Fury, and I think Beterbiev's definitely gonna knock out Bivol for sure. There's no way that he stands 12 full rounds, you know, with Beterbiev. Fuck no. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This is Corley Boxing, and you've definitely been hit with another banger. Peace out, you guys. Later.